spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Dak going to start out going to the air.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll keep it on the ground. Stover, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 3rd down, Stover, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. On 1st down, Osborne throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Up the middle they go. Stover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Osborne. He finds his man. Complete. It's Kramer.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Jedrick Wills, former 1st-round pick, guilty there.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Osborne. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chase Claypool. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off by the Chase Claypool touchdown catch. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Prescott now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And tough slap. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a 1st down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Osborne. Completion here to Claypool. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Stover. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this throw caught left side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
To throw on second down, Osborne. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short. 5 at the 44. Prescott on 1st down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Prescott.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before break. Osborne. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chase Claypool as time expires in the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to
a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. Well, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Oh, they'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. They find some open field here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. So that, Charles, his second touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go right back to Singletary. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give, Singletary right side. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Throwing. Prescott. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. His defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Stover. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Back to throw. Osborne. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. On 1st and 10, Prescott steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And out now come the Seahawks.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Stover, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will remain well behind. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. It wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Stover. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Stover. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Prescott. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Third and short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Stover. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Stover. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody.
Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool. Tear down.